I'm Rob.
And I'm Louie.
And this is the Shooty Fruity VR review
by Barefoot Gaming.
Louie, how would you describe this game?
I would describe it as a wave shooter with a twist.
So don't run away. I know lots of people are sick and tired of wave shooters, but the twist is important.
It is really a wave shooter while you're performing other cashier type tasks like ringing groceries through or working in a thing that I'm thinking of.
Like a cafeteria.
Like a cafeteria.
With trays that come by in certain colors.
Or sometimes the trays have multiple colors on them and then you have to get the right food in the right compartments.
So Louie mentioned to me prior to the recording that it's a little bit of a mix between like Job Simulator and a wave shooter, in the sense that the twist in this game is that you actually have to get stuff done while the fruit is attacking you.
Yes, and I actually really enjoy that. I really like the job simulators, and I really enjoy the wave shooters as well. This was a really nice mix where you had to divide your attention, and sometimes your attention was needed in both places at the same time, and it gets hectic in a hurry in some of the later levels.
And something we learned was that if you avoid the job part of it, if you avoid the scanning of the fruit that's coming through, and I should mention there's some really neat voice work done in this game as well.
Yes.
But if you just ignore that and just try to use your guns to pick everything off, eventually the bad guys are going to get more and more and more, or tougher and tougher. And that being the case, it's going to be almost impossible to finish your waves.
Yes, because when you're doing the job simulator part of it, you need to rack up a certain amount of shopping carts, and that will unlock, even though you've already unlocked with the in-game currency, the big guns, you need to unlock them in the round that you're playing as well. So as you complete the task, you get better weapons to further complete and make shooting the fruit easier.
That's right, and bringing that back to the beginning, before you even start the level, you choose which guns you're going to bring with you into it.
Yeah, up to 6.
And the better you do in levels, the more money you make, so you can buy better weapons. But up to those 6 weapons that you can bring with you, you don't have access to them right away. And that's where Louie was saying, the shopping carts, you have to be doing that while you are picking off stuff from blowing you up. And it's a really neat idea.
And I realized it in kind of a bad way. I went, hey, I'm gonna just pick high-level weapons this round. I thought that was a great idea. And so I'm waiting for the first guns to show up, and I start doing my tasks, and I'm doing my tasks, and I'm going, where are my guns? And I was just being bombarded by fruit, and even once I died, there wasn't a gun to be had because I didn't have enough low-level weapons to get me through the first couple waves of fruit.
Yeah, so you've got a little meter that's in front of you that shows you how much closer you are to progressing to the next gun. And that's exactly it, like Louie said. Aside from that, there's a couple of different stages that they go through. There aren't lots, or at least we didn't run across lots, and we played a fair ways into the game. But it does change it up, so you'll be doing like a grocery store at night, doing a cafeteria, lots of different weapons you can choose.
There is a little bit of grinding you have to do sometimes. If you can't unlock a weapon soon enough, you can go back and play the old levels again, just to up your in-game currency to unlock that sweet, sweet gun that you've always been wanting.
Plus there's power-ups, which will come along with your groceries.
Yes.
And you can drop those into a slot, and then all of a sudden your regular handgun will spread shoot, or your shotgun will be a massive explosion.
And you unlock those power-ups by completing missions, so you can get up to 3 stars after finishing each level. So after a certain number of stars, then you can unlock your first power-up, and on up to something like 30 stars. You get your 6th and final power-up.
So a lot of the charm from this game is the graphics. It's very, very cute. The voiceovers are really well done. Louie mentioned that Linda from Bob's Burgers, it kind of sounds like she's droning at you as you're missing shots.
And she's got a couple pretty good comebacks. We won't spoil too many, but one of my favorites is, hey, you can save ammo by actually shooting the targets. I really enjoy that one in the heat of the moment.
And after you unlock weapons, you also have the ability to play through like a shooting gallery. So you can just practice. You see them moving by kind of like old style carnival.
With the ducks rolling past, except it's all fruit because you gotta know your enemy.
So before we get to the review, the price of this game is $22 and change Canadian. let's get to the review. Louis, how many exploding pomegranates out of 5 would you give this, and why?
I would give this 3 3/4 exploding pomegranates. I really enjoyed this game. Between having to divide your attention and the upgrading of weapons, which I always enjoy. I don't mind a little bit of a grind as long as I don't have to play 100 times just to unlock the next gun, which some games you do. It was a pretty easy grind, at least up until what we played to. I would give it 3 3/4, and I really enjoyed it.
I really enjoyed it too. I'm gonna give it 3 out of 5 pomegranates. As sick as I am of wave shooters, there's always room for a quality, fun game. And sometimes you don't want to play a lot. You just want to pick something up and just play for fun. And this is another one that I would really say when you have friends over, it's like, let's see if we can blow through this. And it's neat.
Yeah.
So it's fun enough that I would recommend this. If you have a bunch of wave shooters already, clearly stay away. There are other ones that are of close to the same quality, but I like the twist. I like the fact that they make you scan, so you can't just keep looking to see where stuff is coming at you from. You have to keep scanning. You have to keep sorting. You have to keep doing that. Otherwise, you're never going to upgrade your guns, and eventually the bad fruit is going to take you out. And that's it. Don't forget to subscribe. I know you're watching and you haven't subscribed, and it bothers me. I have a hard time sleeping at night, but I'm a big person and I'm trying to get over it. But it would just be easier if you subscribed. Don't forget to like, don't forget to comment. Thank you again from Louis and myself. Talk to you later. See ya.